On the blessed night of the Ascension Isra and Miraj, as the Holy Prophet peace be upon him journeyed through the heavens towards Jerusalem, he passed by a place near Egypt. A powerful, sweet fragrance filled the air, unlike any other. The Prophet peace be upon him turned to Hazrat Gabriel peace be upon him and asked, "O Gabriel, what is this beautiful fragrance?" Gabriel peace be upon him replied, "This fragrance is coming from the grave of Mashata, the maidservant of Pharaoh's daughter, and her children." Intrigued, the Prophet peace be upon him listened as Gabriel peace be upon him began to narrate her remarkable story. Mashata was a simple woman, serving as a maid to the daughter of Pharaoh, the ruler who claimed to be a god. Though she lived in the palace, surrounded by the luxuries of this world, Mashata carried a secret in her heart. She believed in the one true God, Allah Almighty. She performed her duties with loyalty, but her faith remained hidden from everyone around her. One day, as she was combing the princess's hair, the comb slipped from her hand and fell to the floor. Without thinking, she quietly said, "Bismillah in the name of Allah." The princess, surprised, turned to her and asked, "What did you say? Whose name did you mention?" "My father is the only Lord." With courage in her heart, Mashata replied softly, "No, your father is not the true Lord. The real Lord is Allah, the creator of the heavens and the earth. He is the one who provides for me, for you, and even for Pharaoh." The princess was shocked. How could a servant believe in a Lord greater than Pharaoh? She immediately reported what she heard to her father. Pharaoh, known for his cruelty and arrogance, became furious. He summoned Mashata before his court, where guards and nobles stood by. Looking down at her with anger, he demanded, "Do you believe in any lord besides me?" Without fear, Mashata stood firm and replied, "Yes, my lord, your lord, and the Lord of all creation is Allah Almighty." Pharaoh's anger boiled over. He ordered that a large furnace, shaped like a cow, be heated until it burned like fire. His heartless punishment was to throw Mashata and her children into the flames if she did not deny her faith. Yet, despite the terror before her, she remained steadfast. As the fire raged, Pharaoh commanded his soldiers to take her children one by one. Her two eldest daughters were dragged away, their cries filling the air as they were cast into the flames. Mashata watched her beloved children perish, but she did not waver. Her heart ached, but her faith was stronger than her grief. Then came the turn of her youngest child, a small baby still nursing at her breast. The soldiers moved forward to take the infant from her arms. At that moment, the pain in Mashata's heart was almost unbearable. But Allah, in His infinite mercy, granted the baby the ability to speak. In a clear voice, the infant said, "O mother, do not grieve. Be patient, for giving your life for the truth is the greatest honor." These miraculous words gave Mashata the strength to endure. With tears in her eyes but unwavering faith, she allowed her child to be taken. The baby was cast into the fire, and soon after, Mashata herself was thrown into the blazing furnace. Before she died, Mashata made one final request to Pharaoh, "O king, I ask only one thing, that you gather my bones and the bones of my children and bury them together in one place." Even the cruel Pharaoh granted her request, acknowledging her courage in the face of death. Years later, Allah honored Mashata's sacrifice with a heavenly palace. The sweet fragrance that the Holy Prophet peace be upon him smelled that night was a sign of her eternal reward, a scent of paradise rising from her grave, a testimony to her steadfastness and faith. This story teaches us that true faith requires sacrifice and patience. Mashata's unwavering belief in Allah earned her a place of honor in the afterlife, and her fragrance still reminds the world of the power of faith, even in the face of the greatest trials. May Allah grant us the strength to stand firm in our faith and inspire us with the courage of Mashata, the brave servant of Allah.